What's up, guys? This is Bit Fraternity, Waldo, back with some more news for you. I've been gone for a couple days, but I am back today. So, a couple topics. Of course, I'm going to do COD. I'm going to touch that because that's my number one go-to. Got D-Brand taking it to PS5, or to Sony rather, with Black Xbox offers. A little news on Halo Infinite. We've got some GameStop news, if there hasn't been enough in the past few weeks. We've got a new Nintendo Switch coming out. We've got new graphics cards coming out, new old graphics cards coming out. We've got some sales, some more tech coming out soon. All that, and stick around and I'll talk about it here in just a second. All right, let's get into it, I guess. So you know how it goes. Let me give you some background music so you don't fall asleep too bad on me. There we go. Hopefully that's loud enough for you to hear something. So let's go back here. So we've got Call of Duty first. So Call of Duty, Cold War, and Warzone. We've got double XP, double weapon XP. Is that as good? Probably not, but you can rank your weapons up, and that starts today. It's going, it's live right now. It'll be going through February 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So that's basically Tuesday. So you're going to get it Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, all day Monday, and then it'll be gone on Tuesday morning. They've got league play going on this weekend. They've made a bunch of patches, updates. Cool. I mean, I don't think they're going to get a bunch of people on just for the double weapon XP. They've got league play really is what's drawing most people. So, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about that. There's not a whole lot of new stuff. There's some zombie patches, league patches, and that's it. If you love double XP, this weekend's for you. If you love league play, this weekend's for you. Speaking of league play, side note that the first session or season of league play ended last night. There should be a new one starting today. So if you didn't finish first place in your ladder, go ahead and try again. So get those gems so that you can rank up. That's what I'll be doing right after this show. Is I'll be trying to rank up. I may play some Warzone too. We'll see. But if you're interested, tune back in for that. So that's pretty much it for COD tonight. Here's the interesting story. So D-Brand, which if you don't know who they are, they make stickers for everything, phones, consoles, anything, they just to spice it up, has come out with a side plate for the PS5, and I'll pull it up here so that you can see it. I'm gonna kill myself here. So it's a all black kit, and they've even got some interesting texture for it that looks to be a play on PlayStation's texture and stickers. They've got an all-black kit for the PlayStation 5. In my opinion, this should have been available day one. There was a few companies that said that they were going to do this, and then Sony threatened to sue them, and so they pulled out. D-Brand, I believe, and the story is basically saying, you don't like it, you could try to sue us, but they think they can win. Pretty ballsy of them, considering they're taking the talked about texture with all the little logos and everything and putting it into their side panels as well. So oh, I didn't even notice this. So totally legal. It's familiar, but legally distinct. Yeah. Well, we'll see how that plays out. I don't imagine Sony's just going to let this go by, since they've already threatened so many other people. Many people anticipate that they're saving the special edition black consoles and multiple different colored consoles for like special or limited releases, special game editions, that kind of thing. So lots of people have done this with paint or a plastic dip, things like that. But now there is a somewhat official all black kit you can get. If that interests you, go check out D-Brand. Apparently their products are great, and won't be able to order one immediately, but they are taking them right now for $50 for the side panels. You can get stickers for the center, which you saw in some of those pictures I was showing just a second ago, from $12 to $20. But they anticipate they will be coming, this first batch arriving this month. I think most of those are already sold out. If you're going to go buy it right now, I probably won't get it till closer to April and May. So yeah, right now, company's taking back orders that are going to come out in May. So you don't like your all white PlayStation 5, go check out D-Brand. They could fix you up and solve that problem for you. What do we got here next? Halo Infinite Dev answers your burning questions about the grappling hook, weapons, vehicles, and more in huge info release. I'm not going to go through the entire thing here. Basically, yeah, if you want to see it, I'll link the description, link the video in the description below the video on YouTube, and you can go watch this video for yourself. It's 25 minutes long. It's got more details than you care to really listen to, but a lot of people were concerned about that grappling hook and what all you can do with it. He does go in here and mentions a few things about skyjacking a banshee, so you can shoot ships out of the sky apparently with this sky hook. I don't know how far this thing goes. He doesn't really mention that, but it sounds to me like it's going to be more of a tool in the campaign, maybe in multiplayer. I don't know how effective it'll be, or if it'll be banned in some games, but that's kind of the main thing. So there was some discrepancy about the shotguns, if one was going to be more powerful than the other and things like that. And so he talks about that they'll all have their own place, and the guns that we know to be powerful will be powerful. They're not going to be replaced by new things. So everything that all the Halo people love and have been waiting for is going to come in the new Halo Infinite game, supposedly, according to the people working on Halo, which is the 343 guys. So I don't know. We also all saw that demo, if that's what you want to call it, that they had, I guess last year, that looked absolutely terrible. So we're just taking them for their word, right now on it. But hopefully the game turns out okay. Grappling hook will be cool, especially if you can skyjack some banshees. But yeah, go check out that video if Halo's really your thing. I'm just pointing out that they did release a video talking about some of the hot topics that have been in the forums here lately. So yep, ready for Halo to drop any day. Netflix news, that's right. So the GameStop thing, if you have been hiding under a rock and you haven't been following it, then basically there's a bunch of stock stuff going on. It didn't really have a whole lot to do with GameStop, the store, and what they're doing, but it has to do with the stock market and them being shorted on their stocks, and just has to do with the power of Reddit and social media taking this over. Long story short, Netflix greenlit the 5th project over this topic. So the guy who wrote the movie for The Big Short, I believe he wrote the movie for The Big Short, was talked to about this and said that he anticipates there will be 6 independent projects or individual projects about this topic. This isn't to say that they'll all make it, but there are currently 5 under development right now, as far as whether they will actually make it to Netflix and the quote-unquote big screen or little screen, depending on what you have in your living room, I guess. It's still questionable because they haven't given a title or the plot or any. I mean, I guess we know what the plot is going to be, but it seems it's going to be more of a documentary style of what happened, and very similar. If they're reaching out to the guy that wrote The Big Short, I'm guessing it's going to be similar as that, as have actors in there playing the parts of these the DFV guy on Reddit and Wall Street Bets guys, and kind of explaining what happened in a meme style way, kind of similar to The Big Short. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. They're not promised that anything's coming for it, but they're definitely exploring it. So be interesting to see. I personally hope something comes. I think it'll be fun. It'll definitely get watched. I mean, if everyone who went and bought GameStop stock watches the documentary on it, they'll make money on the movie. So cool. Yep, that's basically all that. So go Netflix. More content coming. Content's king. Everybody and their mama's got a Netflix subscription or borrowing one, so good for that. That's basically all that. So Nintendo, I'm not a Nintendo guy, but this looks pretty cool. So they've got a Mario themed red and blue Switch now available. It's $300. Launch came out with Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. And you can see right here on the screen now what it looks like. It's all red and blue. I'm not sure. I think that's called the Pro Controller. The docking station is red. The Joy-Cons are red with blue slide-on covers, and the case is red and blue. It looks pretty cool if you want that super limited special edition version that you can't ever find. I mean, I guess Switches are a little easier to find than some of the other consoles, but they've got this red and blue one. That one's pretty cool. The black one is or the gray, I guess they're calling it here, is always out of stock. So that one's pretty tough to find. The Animal Crossing version was special. The Fortnite had the blue and the yellow, and then they have the Switch Lite, which has all these weird colors in there. Nobody cares about that, but so now into their stable, I guess, is the Mario Red and Blue edition, $300. I think that's similar to what the other ones cost, $299. So I don't think they're price gouging or anything for the special edition. But good luck getting your hands on one. If you want one, you better go check it out. I think it's available now. Yep. Go to Target, go to Best Buy, go to Walmart if you're wanting this thing. Probably won't be available for long. So pretty cool. I like it. I like the look of it. If I wanted a Switch, probably I would go with the gray one, but this would be close second. It'd be very close second. So a couple shows ago, I talked about the best-selling games in UK and how the Xbox was outselling everybody, and I was like pumping up my chest because I'm an Xbox guy. Well, the real news is hit, and the best-selling consoles in January in the US is the Nintendo Switch. I don't think that this really surprises anybody, considering the topic I just talked about, where they're still launching. The console's been out for a while, and they're still launching new colors, and they're still hard to get. And it's been, I don't even know, a couple of years. I feel like that this thing's been out, and it's still hard to get. They just selling all of them that they can. I mean, it doesn't surprise me considering the Wii sold so well. But it did surprise me that it beat out both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox for January. So that's surprising. I think stock quantities may have a little bit to do with that, but yeah. So the PS5, it says in here, so the PS5 beat it in terms of raw dollar wise, but the PS5 is also almost twice as expensive as the Switch. So I don't know that that's anything to really brag about. And if they took like the secondhand market value into any account, it would blow the Switch out of the water, I imagine, because everything's going for twice MSRP. If you're really trying to get down to it, best-selling games in the US for January: Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War. That's no surprise. There hasn't been any really big launches. Cyberpunk is on there, but they show digital sales are not included. I don't know why that is. I think it may have to do with the controversy of them having sold so many games and then offering refunds and them coming back, and so maybe they don't even know how many were actually sold. But I imagine it's probably not 18. I bet Cyberpunk's probably up here in the top 10 somewhere, especially considering the other games. Modern Warfare is still up there. Yeah, so anyways, Nintendo Switch, best console in the US apparently. Everybody wants that. They don't want the Xbox. Go ahead, get rid of it. For Valentine's Day, you're looking for a gift. You don't want the Xbox. You don't want the PlayStation 5. You want the Switch, apparently. No, don't do that. If you're buying it for your boyfriend or something, get him an Xbox. Anywho, yep. So that's console news anyway. So for some computer news here, NVIDIA is about to release another graphics card, which is not shocking anybody except for themselves, because they're not probably actually launching it. But the 3060 is coming out on February 25th. MSRP is $329. They say there's going to be no Founders Edition. It'll be all add-in board partner cards, and who knows what the price will actually be, because we don't know yet. There probably won't be any available because they'll probably be scooped up by bots like everything else. But yeah, so it's coming out. It's got 12 gigs of GDDR6 memory. I think so that's more than 3060 Ti, and I'm not a technical guru on the differences in all the RAM and everything, but apparently the 3060 is still a little bit slower than the 3060 Ti due to its bus width or throughput from the card, even though it has more RAM. Why they did that, I think it's to compete with AMD. But yeah, so that's coming out. It's $329. If you can get your hands on one, it's going to be a pretty dope card, I would imagine. But good luck with that. So that's pretty much the announcement. There's not really anything to go on here. I mean, there's no benchmarks or anything. They usually let in the past with the Founders Editions, they've let the benchmarks come out. The Founders Edition benchmarks come out the day before, and then the AIBs the day of. I'm assuming that they will let the AIBs come out the day before, since they don't have a Founders Edition that they're trying to push on you. But yeah, 3060's got that entry level 3060 card is going to be available on the 25th of this month. So get your credit cards ready, get your F5 key ready, get your bots ready. Whatever group you fall into, get ready, because it's coming. So speaking on that same topic, if you can't find a 3060, which is everybody without a bot that I was just talking about, NVIDIA is bringing back the 2060 from last gen and the 1050 Ti from the trash can. No, it was a good card. It's all right card, good mid-tier, mid low. And then so they're bringing them back. I guess that their foundry, they either have stockpiles of their chips available for these cards, or they're able to manufacture them faster or simultaneously as the new ones, but they're bringing them back to try to meet the demand, because the price on old graphics cards, or used graphics cards, and then leftover old graphics card, dead stock, I guess they would call it, is absolutely mind-boggling. It'll blow your mind on what people are charging for some of these 2060s that were like $340 when they launched, and they're asking like $700 for them, and they're not even the new stuff. They're not even the new cool tech. They're the old stuff. It doesn't make any sense. So they're releasing new 2060s, new 1050 Ti's to try to help give some more supply to this overwhelming demand. And I don't think none of the retailers have shown it. So these little clips right here are just showing that the 2060s, this 2060 right here, third party of course, but $1,600. Boy, you pay. Call me if you paying $1,600 for a 2060, because I got some oceanfront property to sell you, and I got a bridge to sell you, and I got some good investments for you. If you're gonna be taking like that, I can help you out. Get rid of all that money you got. No, don't buy these. $899, $799, $1,644 for a 2060, 1050 Ti's, 251, $189 doesn't sound ridiculous. For a 1050 Ti in today's market, 251, $798. Boy, you better get out of here with that. I don't even know. This person's crazy. That must be a typo. All these got to be typos. These people can't be seriously selling these cards for this much money. I could go buy a whole computer for $800 off the shelf right now. That's gonna have at least a 1050 Ti or better in it. So if you're still on the card grind, if you're still trying to find one, 3060s are coming soon. Maybe that's in your price range and you can figure that out. I imagine AIB cards will be closer to $400. is what will actually be out there. If you don't want that new stuff, 2060s and 1050s for $180 to $250 probably are going to be available. I don't know what they're going to ask. So the 2060 originally launched for $349. They are ridiculous if they're going to ask for that. I'd probably imagine we're going to see $299 price tag, even though it's really not worth that. I guess they are new, but in this market. But so yeah, so if you need a new graphics card, there's a couple of options for you. Some other things to sell you on. Everybody's having these President's Day sales. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess I could be the only one not on that ship. I guess I didn't know President's Day sales was a thing. But B&H Photo and Best Buy has your Apple AirPod Pros down to $200. If you don't already have a set of AirPods, I feel like everybody and their mama that owns an iPhone already has regular AirPods or the AirPod Pros. But if you've been eyeing the Pros because they've got that sick, sweet noise canceling capability, then they are on sale $200 for $200 right now. I think they've been down to $190. What's the store? Let me look right here. Amazon and Walmart were selling the pods for $180, but you can't get that deal anymore. So $200 is now the low price. It's not as low as it once was, but it's as low as it'll ever get. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if you want the AirPod Pros, I think the regular ones are on sale for here. It says $110. You can grab a second gen pair with a wired charging case. For $50 more, you can get the wireless charging case. So, been eyeing AirPods or AirPod Pros, they're on sale. Go check them out. If you want this tech, if this seems more interesting to you, then listen here. I've got a story for you. Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2. I think they need a little bit longer name. It leaks with 3D motion detection. They don't actually go into what that means because all they have is the marketing terms that were leaked, and it mentions 3D motion detection senses movement at or around your home. So I think this is going to be some kind of technology to help with those false alerts of cars driving by your front yard or people running down your sidewalk, not actually coming to your house. So I think that if I had to guess, it's going to be able to tell people actually coming up to your door and sensing it, saying somebody's coming to your door, basically, instead of saying, hey, there was just motion in the front yard, there was motion, a limb fell out of your tree and we picked it up, and now you're alerted in the middle of a meeting and you think somebody's breaking into your house or stealing your Amazon package, but it was really just a limb. Now, hopefully the Ring doorbell will be able to tell when people are actually coming up to your door, actually stealing your Amazon packages, and actually need to be notified, and that'll be cool. So this is the Pro. The Pro does not have the battery. The Pro is the wired-in version. I don't know if they're going to come out with the battery version later. It seems to think that this technology will trickle down like it always does. But here's some other information. So it's got a little bit higher definition videos, so you can see them. HD two-way talk. I think that's the same as the current Pro. The 3D motion technology is the new thing. Built-in Alexa greetings. That's relatively new, but you can also get that on the older rings now with the update, I believe. I don't know of all the details on what Alexa can do, but apparently Amazon Alexa can talk to people on your front doorstep if you want them to, or if you want her to, or it to, or whatever you call your Alexa. Customizable privacy settings, that's all good and dandy. I don't know that they work. Advanced motion settings, pre-roll video to enhance the doorbell's capabilities. Don't know what that means, but yeah. So there's a new Ring Video doorbell coming out. If you don't already have one, so this one, it looks like it leaked for $324. I didn't talk about the price, but yeah, $324. That's the big boy. I think the current Pro is $250-ish, maybe $300. There's your little side by. Oh, let me pull this up. There you go. So looks, I think that's the old one, that's the new one. Shiny, new, ooh, yeah, there's not much difference there. Also notice here though, you can get a wired model for $60 if you don't have one. Let's just pull this up real quick and see what it looks like. Yep, it looks like a cheap one, but if you don't have a Ring doorbell and you don't want to spend a ton of money on it, they've got a $60 version. I believe that this will use your existing doorbell wiring. You pop that old bad boy off, screw this new one on there, and then man, you've got a Ring doorbell and you are cool, and you're getting notifications left and right of people walking up and down your street. You can know everything that's going on in your neighborhood. Be the amazing Crime Stopper you want to be. It does have 1080p, which is cool because that's better than I think the original ones did. So yeah, I looked down because I just got a Ring notification. Somebody's at my door. Hopefully that's my Uber Eats. But yeah, $59.99 at Amazon. Comes out on February 24th for the $60 version. Or you could be the baller. Go ahead and get your brand new 3060. Get your brand new Switch, or get your brand new AirPod Pros that aren't really brand new, but they're on sale. So yeah, go buy all that. If you have any interest in any of these items or any of this content, I'm gonna put the links to all these stories so you can read as much as you want or as little as you want, or you can just look at the pictures. If you're like me and you like nice, shiny, colorful things, I'll put all those links in the description to the video below if you want to check that out. It's of course if you're watching on YouTube, and go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with more tech news. There's a ton of tech news, but I just hit the topics that I like and seem interesting to me. If you think you have the same interest that I do, then yeah, go ahead, subscribe, like, follow me on Twitch. I shoot this stream live on Twitch every night, record that, then upload it to YouTube. So if you want it immediately, boom, follow me on Twitch, talk to me. But yeah, appreciate it. And I think with that, I think that's basically all I got to say for tonight. So later.